live in about 30 seconds. So it's going to be Tobruk first. It's going to be Inferno Online versus Digital Virtuality. It is Clanbase Battlefield 1942 EuroCup action, 10v10, 160 tickets versus 220 minutes on the timer. This is going to be obviously Tobruk to start with. Quick run down the map. It's going to be, looks like Inferno starting as the allies, so it means they're going to be the 160 tickets rather. They have, obviously, you start with the 3 frontline flags, 2 middle flags, and 1 rear flag. And obviously, Digital Virtuality starting as the Axis will be an uncapturable main base with a hell of a lot of tanks. So, Dusty, are you there now, mate? Can you hear me?
I can hear. I'm just coming into the server now, Demon. I had a bit of a problem there to reboot.
Right, good stuff. Well, we're live now, so I'm going to be going with Inferno Online. So as soon as you can get in here, get with Digital Virtuality, and we'll be live. Quick rundown of the teams. It's going to be for Inferno. It's going to be Lepron, Spotty, Trupo, Zetan, Rocker, Getten, Limpy, Hector, Gideon, and Octodog. And for Digital Virtuality, it's going to be Rupert, Milo, Mortish, Guard, Cathar, Biodroid, Raven, Azo, Suicidal, Waste Stuff, Lime rather, Waste Stuff's the admin, should I say. And gonna go straight with you if you can, mate. Straight to the front line stuff.
Yeah, we've got Tiger moving around the towards the northernmost flag, actually, Demon. The tank force seems quite spread out though, all the way along the front line, ranging from the south right up to the north. We have got the Jeep just gone up round the north, but Hector shot the Jeep out there with the Sherman. Brilliant shooting by him there. So that attack on the black flag has been completely blunted, Demon. We've got 2 Panzer IVs in at the central flag. Obviously that's where the Sherman spawned, so it's quite a key flag to get at that front line. We've got the Jeep going once again for an attack round the back, but it seems like DV are going to actually get this front line flag as Biodroid taking out Getten there in the Panzer IV, Demon. What have we got coming back? I can't see the M10 anywhere, and I think they need to get it up to the front line pretty quickly, Demon.
Yeah, they got 2 coming from the northern front line and 1 coming from the southern front line. The 3 tanks rather, closing in all on it. I was just following Trupo there in the Jeep. He went charging up the hill, and he's going to come straight behind someone. Oh, he didn't quite get the shot off. Oh, unlucky. Cathar managed to pop him, take him out. Trupo there in the Jeep. He came charging down. He's about to fire a Panzerschreck straight in his ass, or bazooka, should I say, since the Allies. And looks like they're going to get the central flag back, and they have indeed. There it goes, front line captured, 2 tanks in there, and the southern flag's going to be captured as well. As obviously that is that tank in there. It is Cathar, and there he goes. Hector takes him out with the Sherman, so that is going to be the front line secure, and it's 155 to 174. Obviously Digital Virtuality with the lead. 17.5 minutes to go. Remember, they do start with 40 tickets more, and at the moment it's looking pretty solid for Inferno. Limpy in the Sherman, looks like he's pushing forward. I'm going to try and follow Lepron in the Priest at the moment, getting some good kills. And Dusty, there is a tank on the hillside. Can you see if it's going to make an impact on the digital virtuality guys?
It seems that way, actually. They're managing to keep them sealed in that base, but I'm just looking at Lime now. He's at the back flag, the HQ where the M10 spawns, but Getten is there. He takes down Lime with the Thompson, and he's got the Jeep still alive, so I'd imagine he's going to put that on the repair pad and leave DV without a Jeep, Demon. One of the frontline flags is actually great at the minute. I'll just go through to that. That's Morch at the frontline southern flag. Is under fire now, but Octodog's disconnected, so I imagine we'll be getting a pause anytime shortly. But as it stands, Demon, it's not looking good for DV.
Yeah, he's just dropped, obviously, Octodog. I don't know if the thing it is paused. There it goes. So I'm going to be going into him. I'm just following Zetan on the front line. He is around that grey flag. As far as I can tell, he's nading it. So I assume the other guy is infantry as well, because I keep getting this flash of a nade across my screen, which means I think he might be nading as well. Not too sure. So anyway, I was just doing my admin bit there. Sorry about that, just doing my little admin bit. And they're going to be pauses just arguing about the rules. And just to clarify things, I wasn't sure whether it was 2-drop or 1-drop. And it is 1-drop. We scrapped the 2-drop rule because it's just, if you're going to drop someone on purpose, you might as well just drop 2 people on purpose. It's not going to stop you. So it's only fair, really, if one pauses. It is a 10v10, admittedly, but it can be one important person in a tank, a frontline tank or something like that, or one of the back defenders. And if they drop, it can really screw up your tactics. Even if it's one of the pilots on, say, Kharkov, it can really let the other team get out. So that's what we decided. Scrap the 2 pause rules, skip it to 1, and I'm just following Setan here. He's a medic around the side. He's been taken out by Morch, and that grey flag is at the frontline southern grey flag. Looks like they're going to capture it. There's nobody else there. They've just managed to capture the frontline north, and they have got it. They have managed to get it. Morch getting that central flag, the rear flag. Bleh. Southern frontline flag. It's all getting pear-shaped for me. And the central frontline flag as well being captured. 146 to 165. 15 minutes 35 to go. We're looking at possible frontline disappearance here. There is only one tank that I can see coming to the rescue. Dusty, rather, what he got there.
They're all moving to the northern flag in force now. We've just had 2 P4s and a Tiger going up there. 1 P4 taken down there. I can't see who took him down. We've got Cathard up there, and also, let me get through to him in a second. In the Tiger is Milo up there. That flag's actually grey at the minute as Trupo comes down, takes down Cathar with a bazooka. We've got a Sherman coming up to that northern area as well, up to the frontline northern flag. He's troubling Milo in the Tiger there, but he can't get a shot off on him. It seems like there's infantry in there. I think it was Trupo as an AT demon, so he's keeping quite good tabs on that flag. We've got more Panzer IVs coming into the southern frontline flag, as that's just gone grey now. We've got 1 infantry left in there. That's Morch again. I can't even talk either, demon. He's getting naded at the minute, actually. He's down to 33% health. It seems there's infantry coming in, but he's got tanks in there to back him up as well, so it shouldn't be too much of a trouble to get this the southern flag back, demon.
Yeah,
what have we got coming in there?
Just watching the northern flag at the moment. There is 1 Tiger there. It is smoking heavily. And, it looks like Spotty's going to be taken out. Oh, Milo managed to take him out. Milo is on fire, literally, as he takes out Spotty there. Spotty, 1 more nade and he'd have done it. But unfortunately, he's been taken out. So that's going to be the northern flag. There it goes. Taken to by the Digital Virtuality DV, I'm going to call him. It's so much quicker. And the southern flag looks like it's going to go to DV as well. There's Suicidal takes down Rocker down there, as far as I can see. There is LeBron been taken out there. Panzer from long range. He was on the northern front line flag, second line flag rather, should I say. Getting my words all mixed up. You can tell it's been a week or 2 since I've been casting, or a month, should I say, since came back from the 4v4 infantry action. That was such good stuff. And you can always download them casts if you want to, Good stuff from me and Dusty. But anyway, back to the game in hand. I'm going to follow in Trupo in the Jeep. Looks like he's going to be going for the southern frontline flag. No, it looks like he might be going for straight for the rear. No, he's got a Panzerschreck, possibly. I can see the Vespa. He's coming up behind the Vespa. He's going to ram it. He's got a Panzerschreck, bazooka rather, straight in the sides. And he didn't seem to kill him straight away. I don't know what. He killed the thing, but he must have jumped out of it. But as far as I can see, Trooper is going to make a run for it. One of the Panzers has been taken out. He was Suicidal, taken down by Octo there, the Sherman on the southern flag. He's charging in at the moment. I'm following, sticking with Trupo. Trupo charging around in a Jeep at the moment. Obviously, remember, this is one of the new guys. I can see him heading for the Tiger on the southern flag, the southern frontline flag, on the northern frontline flag, should I say now. He keeps driving straight past it. I don't know where he's going now. I think he's lost. At the moment, the southern flag, though, southern frontline flag has been recapped by Inferno. So just the north and the middle frontline flags held as Trupo rallies it across. He's doing some stuntman driving in the Jeep here and needs to be recording it. But it looks like the northern flag, I think he's been taken down though. It looks like DV going to recap it. LePron in the priest getting some superb kills, taking down Raven and Lima there. Dusty just hanging on there as far as I can tell.
Yeah, they're just managing to hold on. They've actually got 1 Tiger at the north, and that seems to be it as far as the tank force at the front line at the minute. I think we should be getting a pause any second as well, because Octo's disconnected once again. Well, I'll keep on the action. We've got Lime in that central frontline flag. He's just throwing X-Packs out the window, so I'd imagine there's some infantry there. Milo's moving down with the Tiger into the middle as well, because I can see the M10 and the Sherman as it is at the southern flag. They've just managed to capture that, and the central flag's grey. So Milo's got quite a job on his hands here. He's got, like I said, the heavy tank, the M10, and the Sherman there, Demon.
Yeah, looks like the central flag's possibly going to go. I'm going to try to switch to who is there. Oh, sets down an Octodog taken down by Milo there. And that's the central flag cleared. Looks like Spotty there taken down by X-Pac from Lehman. That's going to be the central flag going back to DV on the front line. At the moment, Trupo is actually in the main base. He's going to try and cap a tank if possible. At the moment, though, looks like there is a tank on the northern flag of looks like Inferno, possibly going to recap the northern flag. He's got a grenade fight. There is a grenade fight. He's pulled out the for the Walter P38 from Azo on Trooper there in the main base. Good stuff. And he tried to anti-tank him in the face, missed, and unsuccessful. But anyway, it was a nice try. But at the moment, the front line is almost fallen to DV, as there is only one tank remaining on the front central flag for Inferno. The southern flag has just gone to DV, so there is the whole entire front line captured by DV now. 122 to 145. 10.5 minutes into this game as the Lepron's been taken out there, but he's in the Priest, suicidal with the Panzer once again with a long range shot on him. I'm going to try and get to the tank in the middle if possible. I'm going to try and see what it is. He's just been taken down. He was limpy pushing forward, so it looks like DV possibly got a stronger position on the front line now. I can see they've got a tank on the north and the south just repairing at the moment, so Dusty is looking pretty strong. They just need to start to consolidate the position, get a bit of a stronger defence, and then start pushing forward for them middle line flags.
Yeah, it seems that's what they're doing actually, Demon. They've got 2 Panzer IVs and a Tiger gathering up near the northern area, and they've got 2 Panzer IVs down in the southern area as well, so it looks like they're going to make a push any time now for that middle area. We've got one guy just gone round in the APC. I'll try and get round to him. He just tried a sneaky route round the southern area, but I think he fell off the cliff actually in that APC. That was Raven. I think he's been spotted by one of the Shermans down next to the water. Yeah, there's a Jeep down there, and also I think it's a Priest actually, Demon. Yeah, he's throwing grenades at it now. Cathar in the Panzer IV taking down Zedan there. Raven's actually not moving anywhere. He could get into that southern middle line flag and grey that out, Demon. Is there anything there that'd stop him?
No, the central line flag's actually got no tanks apart. Well, there's one coming from the back where that could I think that's possibly the Priest. As far as I can tell, there is one tank on the second line, which is obviously the front line now for Inferno. The second line of flags on the south. There is a grey flag there at the moment. I'm going to try and get to it and try and follow the action if I can. Looks like Rocket taking down guard with a bazooka, so I can only assume that is one of the tanks taken out. I can't see any tanks there from distance, but I'm more following Hector. Hector is far south at the moment, far south. I'm not too sure. I think they might be approaching the front line tanks. It is Gideon there. Gideon in the M10 tank. Obviously, we heard in the interview the M10 is on that southern second line. There it goes. They have managed to recap it. And the northern front line flag is now grey. There is only infantry there from Inferno. Possibly Spotty taking out Morch there on the northern point there. And I can see there's a Jeep charging in. I would assume that is Trupo on the central flag as well. Like, obviously trying to switch through stuff and follow it. Obviously fighting a 700 ping Wirecast as well. I'm following Octodog if it'll let me switch, possibly. Going to Lepron. I don't want Lepron. I want the front line. It's going to be Spotty taking down Azo there. Spotty on the northern flag at the moment. And Dusty, do they have infantry coming up? And it is Spotty taken down by Morch. Morch gets his revenge with a grenade. They have 2 infantry pushing on that northern flag. There is one remaining Inferno guy around there. I think it was Trupo. He has been taken down. Hector in the Sherman managed to recap the southern frontline flag, and the central frontline flag is grey as well. There's only infantry there at the moment, but that is all that DV have got, I think, as far as I can see. Oh, but getting taken down by Lehman. That's going to be the southern flag, and Dusty DV looks like they're making a push back on the southern flag, and that central flag is only held by 1 infantry.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Liam, like you say, at the back flag. He's just been taking out Gideon in the M10, so that sneaky just been blunted by them. We've got 1 tank, it seems, in the central area, on the central front line flag. That's Milo, once again, in that M10. He's holding out on that front line quite well, actually, Milo. We've got Hector taking down Cathar there with the Sherman. Rupert taking down Zedan with the Wesp. and Lipron taking down Limp with a team kill there. It looks like the southern flag then is going to actually fall into the hands of Inferno Online. I can't see anyone in there, but we've got tanks moving into there. We've got Biodroid moving in, but the flags stay grey, so I'd imagine there's no one in there. There's a Sherman to Biodroid's right hand side. He takes him in the side, actually took him down in almost one shot there, Demon. He was on fire after one. There's another Sherman in there as well, as Hector takes down Biodroid from range. There's another tank coming in to move in to take down Hector though. I can't see who that is. I'm trying to get through to him. That's Suicidal. He's in a fight with Hector now, but he's been taken down there by Hector. He was behind Hector for a moment, but he didn't manage to get the one-shot kill on him, which a bit disappointing actually. So as it stands, Demon, we've got the northern flag and the central flag in the control of DV, and IOS have actually got that front line southern.
Yeah, the southern, there is only one man there. He's, both tanks seem to have been taken out now. It looks like Hector's repairing possibly on the southern. There's a Tiger tank coming at the southern at the moment. Octodog is still here. He has the bazooka. Oh no, Octodog's got a shot. Oh, unlucky. Killed by the drop there from Milo, taking him out with the Tiger. And the southern flag now grey. There is, looks like 3 infantry there, all spawned anti-tank, so he's going to get some loving from the bazooka shortly as Limpy tears up a new one there, taking down, oh, there's kills left and right and centre. Limpy with the Sherman there, getting a lot of kills. So taking down Guard, Azo, Milo from Zatan, and Lima taken down as well by Limpy. So Inferno getting a strong second line at the moment. As I'm looking at now, I can see 4 vehicles. It's going to be 2 Shermans, 1 M10 and the Priest, all coming forward now. And looks like the central flag is going to fall to Inferno. I can see there is a Sherman there, and also infantry. Infantry's just been taken down. It was Spotty, the X-Packs, and Limpy taking down Azo there. Limpy really tearing up in that Sherman at the moment, and I'm following Lepron. He's took to the front line. He's abandoned the Priest. He was giving Priest cover fire, but he's took to the front line at the moment with bazooka. And all I can see really from DV is infantry coming from the northern frontline flag. There doesn't seem to be any tanks in the area. There is one around the central flag area. I'm going to try and follow Lepron. He's still there. He's only got a anti-tank. He's trying to take on a medic with anti-tank. Fair play to him, and looks like Spotty's coming to support and taking down Guard. So Dusty is not looking so good for DV now. They're starting to be forced back again.
Yeah, they are indeed, Demon, but they've managed to capture that northern flag march up there with the infantry, and I can see a tank, that's Biodroid, coming into the central area with a P4, just taking down Lipron there, but Limp comes from behind and takes down Biodroid in one shot. Brilliant work by him. We've got a Jeep actually taking a sneaky, I won't say which side he's going, but he is. We've got 2 tanks around the southern area, that's Cathar, and I'm trying to get through to him again. Suicidal. They seem to be making quite a big push on that southern flag as well again, Demon. They need to hold on to that northern flag. There's mortars up there as infantry, but I can hear a tank firing at him now. Zetan taking down Guard. Spotty team killing Zetan there though. We've got Morch taking down Spotty though. Brilliant work by Morch. He's managing to hold on to that northern flag quite well. He's got 16 seconds, so he's not going to get much support, and I can't see a single thing coming up to support him. If you're going for that southern flag, Demon, what have we got there?
There is absolutely nothing there at the moment, but it looks like Leproni has set himself up in the Priest, and he fires. So he's anything coming there, he's going to spaff it to death. There is only 3 minutes left, and it's just a little proud moment as I see the 2 XRL guys top of the table for Inferno at the moment, top of the kills, which is all nice to see. Obviously, this is a big team map, but it's nice to see Satan doing so well, considering he's only had anti-tank the whole round, so he must be really getting the clocking the kills up. Limpy, I can just see Lepron. I don't think he's noticed there is a Axis Jeep. There it is, Raven, the X-Pac. So I was going to say, I saw an Axis Jeep hit the side of Lepron in the Priest. He obviously didn't notice the small dent. Looks like Spotty has spotted him. Coined the pun, but that is the second line southern flag being captured there. So if they can make that count, and at the moment there is nothing anywhere near it from Inferno, the second line flag, and they have 2 minutes to really make him pay. The southern front line flag is also captured. The central front line flag is grey. Looks like there is a tank there from DV, and there is only 2 infantry on the frontline flag at the moment for Inferno, so only 1 tank in support. So this is really the time to make it count. I can see Hector's still far south, and he's not really moving in position. There is only 2 minutes to go. I think it's a little too late for DV to start really making them pay, but at the moment it's looking pretty good. It's 82 to 108. I think it's a pretty steady round for Inferno. Dusty.
Hello, sorry about that lag. We've got Zedan up in that northern flag, I think. He's just grenaded Milo and Liam. Biodroid and Suicidal coming up to that northern area. It takes down Zedan again. Rupert's just coming up in the west bit to support as well, and we've got infantry all around that central area as Rochar takes down Liam at the central area. There's a tank spare, so I think Milo's going to have to get into that quickly because it's under fire from the Priest, I believe. I can't see any tanks around there other than two of the Axis ones in the northern area, Demon. So I think, like you say, it's a little too late for him. We've got 1 minute 15 left on the clock, and I don't think they're going to be able to push anywhere past this first line.
Yeah, they managed to claim all the front lines. To say they did lose out. See Trupo going past in the Jeep, his own Sherman managed to ram him in the arse end, so he spins straight round. But as I say, it's a little too late. I can see Inferno watching their defensive positions. I know there's only a minute left. They are consolidating on the second row. All tanks are pulling back and sat around the second row, and I think they're just going to sit pretty. Only 40 seconds to go. 76 to 102. It's going to finish about 70, probably to 100. I don't know, somewhere around there. But I think DV have pretty much accepted. I don't think they're going to make any more pushes because I can see the 5 vehicles in Inferno all around that second line. So as we're going to go into the last 20 seconds of the game, looks like it's going to be just a face-off with the tanks. Zetan still getting kills there. The Thompson getting grenade kills, as I say. Limpy top of the kills. If we just quickly look at the frags, it is 84 frags for Inferno, 79 for DV. So it's a pretty damn even round kill-wise. Ping-wise, we're looking pretty much exactly the same. It's a complete lie. It looks like Inferno have a hell of an advantage, but that's going to be the end of the round, 76 to 100. And that's a pretty good round for Inferno. They needed just to hold on, not to get zeroed, obviously, and Dusty, it's going to be over to you for the start, mate.
Yeah, like you say, it's a pretty good round from DV there. They managed to push on, but also, like you say, Inferno managing to hold on. So, kind of stalemate there. We're just going to see what happens this round to whoever goes into blockage with the advantage. Demon, go RL.
Yeah, I just had to slip that in there. Oh, Hector, yeah, you love it. One man I really don't like. Anyway, looks like we're going to be going live in 21 seconds, so 160 to 200. 20 minutes to go, and it's over to you, Dusty, for the kickoff start.
Yeah. Oh, we're having another 60 seconds, it seems, Demon. Zatan saying it's not what you do in life that counts, it's what you do in RL. So true, so true.
Funny stuff. So yeah, anyway, so as we were saying, it's a pretty solid round for iOS. I think you're going to find DV going to have a pretty tough performance to hold them off, and for 20 minutes. Score-wise, that's pretty impressive. They didn't attack stupidly, DV. They attacked in groups. You know, sometimes you can just keep battering yourself against that front line, get completely zeroed, and they didn't do that. Otherwise, if you get your foot in there, you can steamroll the opponent and as Axis. And I suspect we might see that from Inferno this time, and might be a bit better teamwork from them on the attack. But who knows? DV seemed fairly solid there, but we shall see. Obviously, Bakaj coming after this, and Dusty, 2 more seconds to go. Over to you.
Yeah, we are live now. What I'm expecting to see is Inferno to take a northern route. I've played against Inferno before on this map, and they took a northern route. It does seem like they're going completely against what I've just said. We've got a Jeep moving out with 2 guys in it. I won't say which way he's going. We've got 2 guys in the APC. The tanks are spreading out quite evenly, actually. They're doing exactly what DV did last round. They spread out quite evenly along the front line and went for the central area first, as the 2 in the Jeep are going for the central front line. They've just had 2 Panzerschrecks fired at them, but they actually missed. They've gone straight over past the front line, and they're heading up to that northern area, the northern front line. One's got out there. We've got Geten moving around. The tank force for Inferno seems to be concentrating on that northern area. In fact, all of them are moving into there. The flag's gone grey, Demon. Octo's moving up in that Tiger towards the central area as well, so it's not looking good for DV. They're getting pushed back already, and we've got tanks under fire now as Octo's firing at the Sherman in the central area. We've got Lepron in the west hammering that central area as well. So as you said, Demon, I think Inferno are going to steamroll this.
Yeah, I'm just watching this Liam on the top, and the northern flag is having to repair. He's got support coming in. Oh, looks like he's going to be taken out. Oh, he was taken out repairing it. That's going to be an empty tank lying there. Rocket takes him down. That's pretty important stuff. As Limp takes down Biodroid as well. I assume Azo's been taken down as well. That is all the attackers going on for the northern frontline flag, and at the moment it's looking good, a bit desperate for DV. They've got infantry in there. Oh, he's been taken down as well. That is a completely grey flag. Inferno are going to recap it. There is one tank coming in from the northern side on the central flag, on the front line flag. I'm going to try and switch to him. It is Milo in the M10. He takes down Limpy. That is an important kill. That is one of the panzers down. I can see there's infantry. It's going to be he's big. Be careful, Milo. He's got a Panzerschreck on his right hand side. He spotted him. Oh, and he didn't spot Gideon with the bug shot on the M10. Unlucky, and turned to face him, got the bug shot, single shot kill, and it's one of the problems with Battlefield 1942. Hopefully we won't see stuff like that in Battlefield 2, but who knows. It is Tobruk, for those that were unawares and were asking. I did actually say at the start, so if you weren't listening from the start, we were on there for about an hour, so you couldn't really miss us. It is 150 to 184 at the moment, 17 and a half minutes to go, and the entire front line is falling fast to Inferno Online. There is only the southern flag remaining in greying captivity, as it were. There is two infantry covering it. There is a tank moving into the northern flag. We're going to try and switch to it. Dusty on that southern flag. There is looks like it's going to fall. Dusty is looking pretty grim for DV.
Yeah, we've got Hector at that southern flag. He's just managed to take down what I believe is the only remaining infantry there. Indeed it was. That flag's gone to them, but the northern flag's actually great at the minute. I can hear a tank up there. It seems like it's Biodroid in the Sherman taking down Rockar there. We've got Spotty up there just greying it out. Meanwhile, though, the second line northern flag has gone grey as well. I'm just trying to get through to that. That's Gideon with his Panzerschreck once again, and grenades coming in now. Just manages to avoid him, but we've got medics coming in to neutralise him. There's a sniper trying to take him out, but Biodroid's come back in that Sherman and taking down Gideon. So I think what DV need to do now is consolidate the forces, Demon, sit on that central line and just hope they can hold on.
Yeah, I mean, they're still hanging on that southern flag, frontline flag. There is two infantry still around there. I can see a Jeep floating around the area at the moment. The second line flag, as you say, has got Cathar and Biodroid into Shermans, and looks like possibly the Sherman and an M10 on the second line as well on the southern point. So 50 minutes to hold on. I can't imagine them doing it, but they really need to possibly just hang on to that southern point flag or get the northern one back. Or possibly the central, should I say, because that's obviously where one of the tank spawns are, so they could really do with that extra Sherman at the moment. And Inferno just going to gather themselves up now, and expect to see them probably make a push on either the north or the south. It's going to be one of them. I suspect it will be the north, once they've managed to get a hold of that southern point on the front line. The moment Octodog in the Tiger really racking up the kills. That is the southern. Lima's disconnected pause, they've said, and it is a pause at the moment. Looks like that southern frontline flag is going to fall to Inferno, so it's 143 to DV, 179 to Inferno Online. So 15 minutes to go. Inferno with the front line, and DV got a pretty strong defensive position, but whether they can hold off against the might of Inferno, are going to be pushing forward with a number of tanks, I should suspect. What are their positions, Dusty?
We've got one guy actually far south doing a sneaky. I believe it is a tank, but whether it's a Westball or not, I'm not sure. We've got the rest of the tanks are just really spread around along the front line. We've gone live again. Admin says he'll be back in 2, so I don't know if we're going to have another pause or what. But we've got one Tiger now moving through the central area. I've just skipped past him by accident. And that is Octo in the Tiger is moving into that southern middle line flag, Obviously that's where the Sherman spawns. It'll be a crucial flag to get, because that's obviously one tank less for DV to defend with, as Azo takes down Limp there with a bazooka. Raven taking down Geten as well. That tank that I said was going south, Demon, is actually Trupo. He's quite a sneaky chap, that one. He's moving right round the back of the main base where the M10 spawns for the Allies. So if we can get a grey on this, it's going to throw him into absolute chaos, and I can just see Inferno just coming straight through and taking both of the lines off him.
Yeah, I was just watching Azo there, and he got pretty well beaten back there. He was in a Jeep. He only actually had a Panzertreck, so it's not really the best to go in with Jeepman and try and attack the flag. But at the moment, they still have 2 or 3 tanks. Looks like they managed to keep hold of the Sherman. They might have done a switch and pulled it back. I'm not too sure. There's no actual tanks defending the rear flag, as you say. If they're doing a sneaky there, then they could really be in trouble. There is, as far as I can tell, it's the half-track. Trupo's around the back there with the Panzer up to Dusty on the back flag.
Yeah, we've got Trupo in there, like you said now. Oh, Raven comes in and takes down Lima. Lima were just about to come out and bazooka Trupo there, but we've got Raven with a landmine out. He takes down Trupo. We've got a Jeep coming up to support at that back flag now. That's Geten in the Jeep, and we've also got Hector in the P4. He's just going onto the repair pad now, but Milo comes, takes down Hector with the M10 there, so brilliant timing from Milo, just in time. But we've got a Jeep there, just biding his time. I think that's Geten. No, he's not biding his time, actually. He just can't get up the hill. So he's going to be in there shortly. Other than that, Demon, we've got 2 tanks around that central area. We've got Gideon and we've got Rockar as well in that central area. They need to push out, Demon, because they're losing the tanks. They're just sitting around in the middle. They're not pushing, they're not defending, they're just letting the tanks go to waste, basically.
Yeah, it was pretty vital for Milo there. I saw him coming back. He almost had the shot and he's going. I thought he was going to make it to the repair pad, the iOS guy, but he didn't quite get there, and then Milo come cruising in with the M10. But as I say, because of their defensive position, they're having to force all tanks to the 2 front line, the second line flags, and it's just going to take a tank or 2 to come rolling in, and then a pretty good teamwork push on the second line, and then they're just going to crumble like a pack of deck of cards. The moment of Milo forward again, they have looks like 2 Shermans and an M10 on the southern frontline flag. They have the Priest and the Sherman on the northern flag, so they've got a pretty solid light layout. Oh, possibly there's another tank on the back flag as far as I can see, and it has gone grey again. Is that the Jeep? Must have been that Jeep going in. Dusty, over to you.
Yeah, we've got Leem. It was Geten there. He managed to take down someone with the MP40, but Leem was there in the Priest. He took him down actually with oh, he got a Thompson. The guy that got killed actually had a Thompson. Liam managed to pick it up there and take him down. It was only AT before that. But once again, they're doing a sneaky Hector going around the back with a Panzer IV and also infantry with him there as well. So I'd imagine that they're going to make another push on this back flag demon. It seems to be distracting them pretty well. They just need to capitalise now, get all the tanks together and make a push on that central area, which it seems like they're doing. 2 tanks north.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can see 2 tanks going up the north at the moment. I've just seen Milo pushing in. There is the Tiger. I don't think Milo's noticed it. He's turned his backside to this Tiger tank. What is he doing? He just needs one shot directly on him, and he's going to get taken straight out. He's on, looks like the southern flag as well. There is one Panzer come up the hill on the southern flag. There is a Sherman. Hasn't spotted him. He's going to get a shot straight in the back. Milo's got a side shot on him. He's just not too sure. He's not noticed it. He's taking down the Sherman that's at the southern flag. He's getting some pretty accurate shots, but Milo takes down Hector and Trupo. That is the southern Panzer. Looks like the Tiger, or yeah, it is the Tiger. There is a Tiger tank on the southern flag as well. The southern flag on the second line is grey. Milo in a one-on-one also has bazooka support, but Milo's the one getting hit at the moment. He can't quite get the angle right on these tanks. So what's the problem with his tanks? And he's going to try and sneak around the back of the Tiger. The Tiger's come around and caught him around the back. Octo with a shot to the back of Milo and the side tracks. Gets the second line flag, southern points. There is 2 Shermans remaining for DV. It's not looking good at the moment. They have 2 Shermans on the northern flag, and that is it. If they're going to get pincered moved here, they have got nothing really in the rear flag. Only a couple of infantry. DV in dire trouble. 126 to 154 And Inferno with the lead, and 10 minutes to go, so they have plenty of time. There is a grey flag on the north right now. I'm going to stay with it. It is Morch in there. He's getting the X-Packs going. Looks like there's possibly a Panzer or infantry around there. It is infantry as far as I can tell. Morch, X-Packs, Limpy. That's good stuff. Good defensive work from Morch there, but at the moment the Shermans are pulling completely back into the southern flag as Rocket takes down Morch. That is the northern flag front, second line taken down, so DV are forced to their main base, and they are mining and pulling everything in, and it's going to be a tense 10 minutes for DV as far as I can tell. iOS are looking pretty secure. Dusty.
Yeah, we've actually got one guy in that back flag now. It's Geten once again. He's managed to sneak up round, but I think he's been spotted. He's firing. I can see a tank is right next to the tank in the hut as Lean comes in, takes down Geten with a Thompson. So all they've got to do now, Demon, as you said before, they've got to get all the tanks together, they've got to move in as a unit, and I can't see DV holding on. And as I say that, we've got one tank. Once again, it's Hector moving round the back of the back flag, the base. We've got three tanks at the southern area, southern main. Oh, I can't even speak. At the southern middle line, and we've got 3 tanks at the front line around the northern area. So they've got 6-7 tanks to work with, Demon, and it's going to be very hard for DV to hold on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to adjust their positions. They've got a priest, looks like, around the back, so they're watching the rear flags. They have a Sherman, and they have another Sherman around the central flag as well, and they have the M10 on the repair pad. So they've got a pretty solid defensive position. I'm going to say 8 minutes to go. All it will take is one infantry to sneak in around the up one of the south hillsides. Sneak up there. They only have really like 2 or 3 guys looking. You could easily just sneak into the Medicut area, get the flag grey. Once that flag is grey, they just come steamrolling in. Obviously, remember, they can't have any respawns because they've got no other spots to spawn in, and it's just a case of picking the guys off. And I thought Biodroid was about to trash his Sherman there and drive over over a mine, and he's pulled himself in. So they have looks like a smoking M10, but looks like they pulled both Shermans. They're all inside the main area now, and looks like there's someone pushing around the back flag. And but in the meantime, they have managed to capture that second line flag, but it's I don't think they're going to get much out of it. But it looks like all they're going to do is, yeah, they are. They just grab the Sherman. They managed to grab the Sherman from that second line, and they're just pulling it back. So it looks like there's a bit of movement on the south of the rear flag. Dusty?
Yeah, we've got Octo in a jeep. He's just driving away actually, because there's a tank there to support him. Got Trooper on foot, and when I can get through to him, eventually we've got Gideon in the P4 who's actually moving into the back area now. We've got an attack, a four tank strong attack coming in from the northern area of the back flag now. One of the tanks just been taken down there. He's just jumped out for repairs. I think that's Hector up there. We've got Spotty coming in as well into the main base on foot. He's spotted someone there. He's under attack. Whoever it is just managed to duck out of the way there. I know Spot is very strong. He's coming behind him now. Spotty taking down Azo there. He's taking on an engineer as well, Spotty. As Rupert takes down Morch there. Morch was on his own team, and he managed to team kill him before he even managed to get anywhere with Spotty. So we've got 4 tanks, as I said, Demon, all moving in. The Westby supporting his Limp takes down Raven and Guard with the P4 there. So I guess that's a signal to attack. They're all moving in, Demon.
Yeah, Biodroid Spot managed to spot cut off one of the P4s there. It was on the southern or northern, really northern route. It's really an impressive northern route they're taking. The flag has gone grey though. The flag is grey, and that is desperately important for Inferno. Is getting with the Vesper, takes down Raven and Rupert. That's going to be 2 they can't spawn with immediately from long range. Milo on the repair pad. He's going to be sitting pretty. There is Lima also, and they have managed to get the flag back. If they could have just managed to keep hold of that, they'd already started cutting out the spawns, and they're having to bring one of the M10, the Sherman's back rather. He's smoking pretty heavy, but Getzen's got a pretty important shot as Limpy takes down Biodroid and Rupert there. Gets him with the with the Vespers. That is one of the vehicles destroyed. Lima, one of the Shermans taken down by Gideon in the Panzer there. That's a pretty vital shot. Milo rather is smoking black. The priest must be hitting them. He's hitting the repair pad, and he's on fire. He's on fire on the repair pad. He's down. Getting with the Vesp takes down Milo. They have 1 tank left. 1 tank to the far north. If they can get in, then Grey and Inferno are going to get this flag pretty quick. At the moment it's 105 to 143. 5 minutes to go. Dusty, it's looking pretty impressive. Are they going to get someone in there and grey it?
Yeah, they are. They've got guys in there at the minute, Demon. We've got 2 tanks in there as well, just supporting it, so it's not looking good for DV at all. We've got Trupo just sat tight there in the APC graying out. We've got a tank around that area, and that flag has gone to the Axis team. Cathar just killing himself there. There's 3 people alive now. We've got Biodroid, Suicidal and Guard. I think that's it for DV, Demon.
Yeah, Spotty taking down Guard there with a grenade. I actually saw it come to it. He was stood by the medic hut, and I just saw this thing roll past his feet. I don't think he noticed it. I thought, oh, that was a grenade. And next thing you know, boom, he was down there. And there is 2 men remaining. It is Biodroid and Suicidal. So names like that, they can't look good for DV. And they're obviously both around that on-flag area. 64 to 143. The tickets are going down like crazy because they're obviously have no flag. They need to get in grey it. And then Suicidal takes down Trupo, but that's going to give his position away. Looks like Spotty in a one-on-one with Biodroid. Biodroid down to 36% health. Gone into the medic hut. He's gone repairing. He's getting the nades down pretty quick. He's down to 36% health. He's going to come back out. He's only got a pistol, but as far as I can tell, looks like he's possibly an engineer, and he's hoping to get a tank. He has only got his Colt out in his hand, 36% health. He's got a medic gun on him. It is Spotty, strong infantry against a pistol, so Spotty there raping Biodroid, really. Suicidal, though, is the one man remaining. He does an unhappy face. He has got an MP40 as far as I can tell, or STG, I'm not too sure. Look behind, it's an MP40, and he is the far south of the flag. He's the one remaining. Only 8 tickets to go. Tickets are draining really fast, so I think he's going to survive, but it's going to be zeroing 142-0. Strong stuff from Inferno, as we expected, and Limpy, Spotty, and Hector getting gold, silver, and bronze respectively. Good stuff from Inferno, and I've not written down the scores, but that's a pretty solid win, really, getting a zeroing on here, considering their defences. So we're going to be going over to Bacage, and Dusty, it's a pretty even match to Bacage, but do you think DV got what it takes to get them tickets back?
Onto Bacage, Demon. I think DV can actually pull it out, like you said earlier. As Milog, they managed to beat Dignitas. I did a quick check on that as you were saying it, and it was actually on Bacage that Milog beat Dignitas on. So I'd imagine they've got pretty strong tactics, and obviously if they can pull it out with the teamwork and their individual skills, then they've got every chance.
Yeah, the only downside, they're going to be Gator and Zetan in the planes, and they are pretty fierce. They are top pilots in in Europe, if not the world, really. Obviously, Dignitas pilots would argue with that, and I'm sure Sakai would definitely have something to say. But we're going to be going over to Bacage. We're going to play a quick sounder and be back with you in just a few short moments as soon as I can hop into my little program and. I can't get to it, damn it. I can't get to it. I can't reach it. This is not good. I can't play a tune because this poxy bug with BF1942 when you alt tab. Get off my damn screen. Here we go. There we go. Alt tab. Oh, right. Well, screw it. We're into the map now. So I'll play a quick sounder and we'll be back with you in literally 5 seconds, or 16, in fact. As it goes.
You've got it locked onto the Team Sportscast Network. www.tsncentral.com. Listening to the station for gamers by gamers. The Team Sportscast Network is live and ready to serve you for your choice in the esports revolution. TSN.
Slick DJ, what do you think? God, you can hardly hear Jimmy in that. What a crap version. Didn't check that one out, obviously, beforehand, so not impressed with that. So anyway, we're going to be going into the server. So let's get over there. Without further ado, we are on to Bacaj. And Dusty, do you want to give the rundown of Bacaj?
Yeah, for those of you that haven't played it before, we've got a Axis uncapturable base in the northeast of the map, the northwest of the map, sorry. The Allied uncapturable base in the southeast of the map, and then we've got a flag apiece on each side of their own bridge, and then we've got a sawmill flag, which is the most fiercely contested. Basically, 2 flags for your bleed. Usually, whoever gets the 2 flags manages to lock it on and get 3, and it turns into a bit of a rape.
Yeah, as I say, and it looks like it's going to be DV starting as Axis and Inferno obviously starting as the Allied US team. So, quick rundown of the teams once again for Inferno Online. It is going to be Octodog, Lepron, Hector, Gideon, Getten, Limp, Rocker, Trooper, Setan, and Spotty. And for DV, as far as I can tell so far, it looks like there's one person missing, but Azo, Cathar, Rupert, Milo, Biodroid, Suicidal, Raven, Lima, Morch, and I don't know who's missing. I can't think who is missing, but there is going to be someone. There's someone missing from that team anyway. So just waiting on one more DV guy, and we should hopefully be live here in just a few moments. As I say, it is going to be Bacaj. It is Clanbase Battlefield 1942 10v10. I nearly said 4v4 there. I was so used to it for the Infantry Cup. 10v10 EuroCup action. It's the EuroCup 10. And hopefully we're going to be celebrating the finals on LAN at Bassland. So that should be good stuff. Hopefully TSM will be there. We shall see. It's still in the works. 15 minutes on this map. So come on. DV, we're just going to be waiting for one more man, and I'm going to jump to another quick sounder because looks like we're not going anytime soon. So as soon as the other DV guy joins, we shall be live. But until then, I'm going to play a quick sounder.
ArtofWarCentral.com provides everything a dedicated gamer has come to expect of a gaming server company. With lightning-fast servers and top-notch customer service, Art of War Central prides themselves on offering the best overall gaming experience. If you're in need of a rock-solid server, head over to ArtofWarCentral.com. Unlike other providers, Art of War Central has a support staff available to answer your questions over the phone until the midnight oils burn out, all 7 days of the week. Need a website? How about a TeamSpeak server? Art of War Central can do it all at a moment's notice. So get your hand off the mouse, whatever else you might be holding.
Hey, don't touch those.
And grab the phone. Call 1-866-LOW-PING and let Art of War Central take care of the rest. Need more info before you sign the dotted line? Go to www.artofwarcentral.com and see for yourself. Art of War Central, high quality servers for the serious gamer.
So it looks like we're going to be live in about 20 seconds time. And just going to jump into the server. And Dusty, do you want to take the start from Inferno Online on the Allied side?
Yeah, sure, Demon. What I'm expecting actually now is quite a big mass movement in the Jeep towards the windmill. Obviously, they need to get there faster to get the bleed on. We've got the M10 and the Sherman moving towards that first flag, it seems. Lipron was giving it a bit of banter before we started, saying he was flying the B-17, but it turns out he isn't. They're going to take quite a direct route in this B-17 Demon, so I'd imagine these Tigers are going to hit the ground pretty quickly. He's coming over now. One guy bailed out there. We've got Spotty coming over the top of the Tiger in the B-17. And he's missed. He's missed the Tigers.
How the hell? God. How the hell did he survive that? I have no idea. The bombs, they seem to like just pattern around him, and they managed to get in there. It looks like Azzo and Raven have been taken out, but they have. The Tiger, the B-17's Spotty managed to get suicidal on the second pass, and Morch is in there with grenade, gets Exxon, Getten and Trupo. They have that central flag, which is the important one. I'm seeing Cathar in the plane. Looks like he's possibly on Setan. Can't quite see. Hector in the Mustang as well. So it looks like the central flag, the Tiger's been taken down. It has gone grey. I'm going to try and get there with the infantry. There is one man remaining. Otto takes down Morch. One man left in the centre flag. I can't see who it is. Looks like Cathar's in a dogfight. He's got two men on him as far as I can see. And the central flag has gone. And there he goes. Biodroid taken down by the M3A1, which is the MG gun, in case you didn't know, on top of the half-track. And that is the central flag gone to Inferno. So DV, although we had a good start and a bit of a lucky start, if anything, have been forced to their main base. And at the moment they have guys on the flat cannons, and Azzo needs to get into the air, and they have no pilots in the air at the moment, which is always vital. 193 to 184, 18 minutes to go. Dusty, they're flacking they're strafing the grounds as well. Looks like there's another plane been taken down as well. I think actually the B-17 went down there as far as I could tell, but Dusty, over to you.
Yeah, B-17 went down. Spotty actually bailed out on the back flag, on the Axis flag. He's still alive. He's just taken down Morch with the Thompson. He's moving in now to grey that flag. We've got one tank supporting him. It looks like the Sherman actually. They get a spawning in time. Spotty taking down Guard, who was sitting in the AA gun, but he's been shot by his own Sherman actually. Spotty. He's down to 50% health because his Priest and Sherman are actually just spaffing him for no apparent reason. It looks like that flag's actually going to go grey. We've got 10 seconds. It has gone grey, Demon. We've still got one plane up in the sky. That's Hector, and imagine he's going to start strafing that runway, and it's not looking good for DV at all.
Yeah, they've got the two Tigers on that grey flag, as you say. I can see there is a Sherman on the windmill. The Priest over at the lumber mill. Oh, it's a cracking shot on the Tiger there from looks like the Sherman, probably Limpy on the left hand side, and another one hits him square on. Suicidal going to try and get up there. Oh, he managed to catch him square on though. He's trying to repair as quick as he can, and Knife Lima says so. I'm not asking for a knife fight against Trupo. Okay, he says. Obviously not taking it massively serious, but he's managed to get out. Trupo on fire. Suicidal on fire, and that is Zetan coming in with the Mustang, taking out Suicidal on the bridge. So, and looks like Milo as well, taken down by Hector. So that is the fierce Air Force of Inferno Online, as you expect from Hector and Zetan. That is both Tigers taken out on the bridge area, and they're not going to get over. There is a Jeep gone for the south of the flag at the moment, the back flag over the other side bridge. I'm going to try and see who it is. Oh, he's been taken out straight away by, I can't make out whether it's Hector or Setanks. They both got kills, identical timing, so possibly both of them. But Limpy takes down Raven with the X-Pack, and Octo with taking down Morch with the Sherman at the moment. It's not looking so good for DV. They are forced, and they only have the one flag over the bridge. If they can keep hold of that, maybe get a foothold, but I remember we've gone through tactics so many times on this map. How do you get out of a position like this? And the answer is you don't, really. There's not many ways as the Axis. Once you're stuck in this position, it's very hard to get back. Obviously, once you've got it, the Allies is the strong side. You only have one bridge to defend against when you're in this position. As the Axis, you'd have two, but with such Air Force as Inferno, I can't see them getting into it. But 187 to 141, Dusty looking fairly strong.
Yeah, looking very strong, Demon. Gideon just taking down Biodroid there, who just came through in the Jeep. they don't even seem to be making an attempt to get over the river. I know it's kind of a lost cause coming over there, because you've got Trupo defending it, and there's also the M10 sat right over there. We've got Hector strafing the runway, and I believe I've just seen the B-17 taking off as well. Yeah, that's Lepron in the B-17 gaining height. He's about to come over the airfield anytime now, Demon. That flag, the front flag's grey now for the Allies, so it looks like they're going to take all 3 flags and not just be satisfied with 2. I'm going to the B-17 now because he's coming through into the base, and I can't get to him. That's Lepron. He comes in, takes down Rupert there. That's 2 of the flak cannons in the base taken down, I think, Demon, so it makes it all that much easier for Hector and Zedan to take down the planes. But Azo's actually up in the B-17. Bits not very good in the Rapian position there. He's on the back of the B-17. Lepron's been taken down now in the B-17. He's jumped he jumped into the back MG. Oh, that was brilliant stuff by Lepron. He was being strafed from behind by Azo in the BF109. He jumped up into the MG cannon in the top, shot Azo down, jumped back in, and managed to fly away without being killed, Demon.
That's pretty impressive. I was seen that before by, I think it was one of the Northern Brigade guys. I can't remember who it was. It was definitely Northern Brigade guy. I think it was against Dignitas as well. I'm not too sure. I think it might have been one of my first casts. I think it was pretty sure. And I can't remember the guy's name. No, it'll come to me. Might have been Lapjaval, I'm not sure. But I'm sure I've seen someone do that before and successfully put it off. So impressive stuff from Lepron. Obviously been practicing his B-17 skills. And I can see him. He strafes over. And he's got another one on him. So let's see if he can do it again. Dusty, take it away.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for it. He's just gaining a bit of altitude now. I can hear the BF on him though. He's right down in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, gaining a bit of altitude to get away from it. Both Mustangs are up though. High altitude. Hector's just taken off, and we've got Zedan, who's really, really high at the minute. He's just coming in, dive bombing that flag. The Axis in the meanwhile have managed to capture that bridge flag of theirs back. They're down to 107 tickets. Inferno still on 179. Lima taking down Limp there, but Rokar taking down Lima again, getting mixed up with the names again. Mort's managed to grenade Gideon there. The B-17's coming in for a swoop. Lepron takes down Guard in the B-17. We've got everything spaffing that front flag. I can just see a Tiger coming out, Demon.
Yeah, I'm just watching Biodroid at the moment. He's on the frontal guards, just disconnected. He is possibly waiting for no pause. Go Raven says so. They're not going to pause. Looks like possibly waiting for his air support. I'm not too sure. Air support really trying to get the hell away from the thing. Looks like he's in a bit of a dogfight. I can see he's twisting and turning. But I'm watching Biodroid infantry on his own. Looks like a medic, and he's on the northern flag over the side of the bridge, the Inferno flag. So he's going to spaff. He's got grenades. Well, looks like I can see somebody possibly in the AA gun. And he's taken down. It is Rocco. He's taking him down. He's managed to get the flag grey. He is on his own on that back flag. He's got to watch out for the air coming in, the air support. So he's going to take a bomb straight in there, and he's managed to capture it. He has managed to capture the control point. So Zetan's suiciding. So possibly trying to get back there. So Biodroid managed to recap the flag on the over the river side, and I did see there was somebody actually up in the windmill, but Biodroid, pretty good job. It's going to buy them some time, buy them some precious minutes to try and get out. 173 to 90 though. 11 minutes 20 to go. There is one plane in the air from DV, because he looks like he's going to be strafing the lumber mill as Rocket takes down Biodroid with a grenade. So Azo taking down getting there. So that is the BF19 still strafing, but Hector takes down Azo. So that is the only plane of them down. The flag has been recapped. Inferno solid as a rock. 171 to 85. Bleed back onto DV. 10.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, like I said, Demon, they've got a very strong hold on them now. We've got Sherman up next to the windmill. We've got infantry coming in to support. I don't know if one of the planes has just been stolen there. Hector's just strafed it on his own runway, so I don't know what's happening there. We've got the M10 actually on the main road just outside the sawmill, so it's not looking good at all for DV. Down to 80 tickets. We've got 2 Tigers though coming over the bridge. One's on the bridge at the minute. Gideon taking quite a few hits off in there in the M10, but don't forget we've got the planes as well up in the sky, and Hector comes in and takes down Milo. Excellent work by Hector there in the Mustang. We've got Octo managing to shoot one of the guys on the riverbank, but he just parachuted into the river, so he's going to try and come round the side, I'd imagine. Still one Tiger left though, Demon, over that other side of the bridge.
Yeah, solid defensive though. They got obviously the one bridge to defend. They have an M10, a Priest, and a Sherman, as far as I can tell, all spaffing onto this bridge. Suicidal, and don't forget the 2 planes that are strafing him as well. And not to mention all the mines that are over the other side of the bridge, so he has to get out and clear them himself. So, let's put it this way, Inferno have a very solid defensive position. He's going to try and clear the mines. Not that it's going to do any good. He's running over and he's going to get taken straight out by a number 4 engineer rifle of Trupo, of all things. So Trupo around the windmill area doing a what Jinx used to do, in fact. Not seen Jinx, he must have retired, or I'm not too sure where he's gone. He used to be one of the best engineers in the game, but not playing in this game. So 9 minutes to go. I can see a pretty strong zeroing coming on here, 170 to 60. And as far as I can tell, I'm not too sure what Rupert's doing, whether he's doing some long range. He's actually firing long range at the Mustang, and I'm watching this Mustang long range. He's actually doing some pretty impressive flying stuff. They have 2 planes in the air at the moment, DV, but I've got a feeling they're both in dogfights. Azo's taking down Hector. Azo has taken down Hector. That is a pretty vital kill, and that will give them a few minutes to try and help break out. They need to try and take out the M10 or that Sherman in the central flag. Once they've got a tank, they've got a tank up. If they can get over that bridge, get in there, that would be vital. And they, I don't know, who knows, they might do something, but I doubt it. Anyway, Dusty, what's the plane positions? Is Setan, looks like he's the one remaining man in the bottom south corner, as far as I can see. Looks like he's got 2 of them on him.
Yeah, he has. He just managed to get behind one of them there, though, Demon. Just not quite got the airspeed to get up behind him, so he's having to gain more altitude. He's going to have to do well to try and take these 2 guys down, like you've seen before. Azo's a really strong pilot, actually. We've got Lepron up in the B-17 coming round into the base roundabout. Now I'll stick with him, see what he manages to do. We've got one guy moving into the Axis flag to try and grey it out, but Lepron's coming in behind the Tiger in the B-17. And he takes down Milo in the Tiger and takes down Raven in the APC, I believe. And once again, that flag's gone grey. Trupo's in there, but Lima comes in, takes down Trupo. So the Axis managing to just hold on to that flag. But there's no way they're going to come back from it, Demon. We've got, like you said, 2 tanks and the Priest just shelling that the Axis flag. We've got the B-17 up, who's just coming over once again. Lepron taking down Suicidal at that Axis flag, and it's down to 40 tickets, Demon. It's going to be at least 150 to 0 looking at it.
Yeah, I'm following March and Biodroid. March and Biodroid infantry going up the bank, and but Trupo's popped up, taking down Biodroid straight away. March is on to Biodroid, and he pokes over the hill, and suddenly he's got 3 guys staring at him. He gets raped from both sides, takes down March, and getting Trupo, and I couldn't see who else was there. They were a pretty strong defensive position from all sides. Obviously, one of them just jumping out the Priest, and that is it. There is absolutely nobody anywhere near any of the flags. They only have guys in their main base now. So DV consolidating and accepting they're going to take the beats here, and I can't see them. Well, they're not going to come back because they already lost 142, I think it was, in the second round. Obviously, lost by about I think it was about 20 tickets, 10 tickets. I think it was possibly in the first round. Well, I'm not sure if they won or lost it. But this one at the moment is looking like it's going to be around 160 to 0 as Limpy with a landmine taking out Raven and Lehman. That must have been a Jeep charge straight over the bridge. As the B-17 comes hurtling over, he spotted that Milo coming forward in the Tiger, so Milo is not going anywhere other than straight in under them B-17 bombs. He's going to try and get towards the bridge, but I suspect Lepron will be round at any moment. Dusty, 6 minutes to go, and as far as I can see, there is Mustang diving in him.
Yeah, there's a Mustang far south now, but Lepron's coming back in that B-17 Demon. I can just see the Tiger at the other side of the barn. He's coming in, he's taken down Morch, he's taken down Biodroid and Getan actually, and the Priest managed to get Milo. Guard's just actually connected to the server, so they're back up to 10 men again. We've got the Mustang still alive. Lepron just saying hello with this little smiley there in team chat. Azo taking down Gideon though. I think it was Gideon that were in the M10, and Azo's managed to landmine him, but unfortunately no more after it, so he's not getting anywhere with that. The B-17, sorry, coming in once again. That's Lepron. Not got any kills this time though. Same old Demon. 2 tanks defending the bridge, only one place to come out, and it's just not happening for DV.
Yeah, as we yet again the Tiger there trying trying aimlessly to try and get over that bridge, but without a jeep and getting in there, I don't know, anything suicidal, jeep run to clear the mines, I don't know, engineer jumping out, clearing the mines, but if he's going on his own, he's going to try and clear the mines on his own, he's never, ever, ever going to get over the bridge against a team like Inferno. So 165-0, complete domination from Inferno Online, getting Octodog and LePron getting the gold, silver and bronze respectively, 69 frags to 24, so that pretty much says everything there. Inferno dominating in every way. So we're going to have a quick team change sides, and we're going to be live in about 30 seconds. Pretty solid stuff from Inferno, but we didn't expect anything else really. They're looking pretty good to you, Dusty?
Yeah, they are. I mean, like you said in your predictions, Demon, they don't seem to have played much over the summer, apart from till recently, really. So I'd like to see how they shape up against Dignitas. Obviously, Dignitas been playing the whole summer quite a lot with just esports, and obviously they've had this weekend at the Zenith LAN where they just completely wiped the floor with everyone. So I think Dignitas are still going to be the ones to beat, and Inferno are going to be the ones to do it.
Yeah, I say they. I think can see these following top of the group. I'm pretty sure of that they're going to qualify, but we shall see. Obviously, DV a fairly new side, and coming against a team like Inferno, it was only really expected on form alone that they were going to win it. No matter how much practice you can do in PCWs, it's never the same as a match, as anyone that's practiced against Dignitas will know. Practice, they're not that bad, you can beat them, but come the match, and oh my god, it's a whole new ball game. Gettin says hi mom there, and amongst other things, and we are live, so take it away, Dusty.
Yeah, once again I'd expect the same two tanks to go over the northern bridge on the Allied side. And I think we're going to see the B-17 head straight over that bridge once again and try and take the Tigers down. He is indeed. We've got Morch, Lima and Biodroid in there, but he's heading for the trees now. That B-17's clipped the trees. Biodroid jumps out and just manages to get back. A bit of a mistake there. I think it's Lima that's actually flying that. It's coming around though. I can see the Axis guys already in that sawmill, so it looks like they're going to take that. Dropping bombs out of the B-17. Lima killing Biodroid. Raven no more, and so really not a good start there. The B-17's been taken down. Getten managed to take down Morch as well, so that attack's been completely blunted, Demon. Nothing to report about. Lima's managed to land in the river. The allies in the form of DV have got their flag. The sawmill and the Axis flag belong to Inferno.
Absolutely shocking start that was. Absolutely shocking. And to put it all off, Spotty here is going to take out the M10 of Milo with the flat gun. He has pretty much got him black smoked from the flat gun alone. Nobody else has helped him, and there he goes. Hector comes in, bang, you're out of the game, and that is going to be the central flag captured by Inferno Online once again. So 192 to 297, obviously, only the start of the round, but Inferno already showing the teamwork, really. And to make a mistake like that at the start on this map with the B-17, that is the most vital thing of the game in the start of this. The start is absolutely everything on Bacage, and for DV to balls that up, it just shows that they've not had the chance to practice and thoroughly play proper team games, rather under than PCW's proper matches on stuff like this. So, well, you live and learn, and hopefully they will learn. 180 to 195 already. The difference showing as both BF19s in the air for Inferno. Tanks, as far as I can tell, looks like they've got the Vespa possibly in the barn. Can't tell. I'm just looking by the overhead map at the moment. And as far as I can see, they've got around about 5 infantry on the central, and looks like a Tiger on the windmill, possibly 2 Tigers on the windmill. I'm not too sure. Looks like trying to get the grips of them. No, it's just the APC's heading back, so. They got one man covering the rear side, and as far as I can tell, they're just starting to set up defensive positions. Looks like they're making a push as well. I'm going to try and switch to it. There is one man on the forward flag, the one remaining flag. It's just, I can't see who it is. Spotty in there with the flag taking out Biodroid. I'm going to try and switch to it. Trupo is indeed in the Vesp inside the inside the building, the barn. Setan is smoking heavily over the base, and now Inferno are in control of every single flag. One tank coming in. Oh, absolutely superb stuff from Setan. Coming down, black smoking, bombs, bails, and takes out the tank all in one move, and then decides to just suicide because, like, hey, you know, I've got the flag's secure. You guys have got to take it away infantry, and I'm off back to my plane. So superb stuff from Setan there. Hector also keeping them pinned on the ground with his BF19 just flacking away on the runways, high and dry is what it is. And the Tiger's just rolling in now, so very secure position for Inferno Online, and this is going to be a slaughter. Dusty.
Yeah, this has already turned into a slaughter. Like you say, 193 tickets. They've only lost 7 tickets, Demon. That's how good they really are. But we've got 2 Mustangs up in the air, Lima, and also, when I can get through to him, it's Azo once again. Morch is complaining that they've all got connection problems. A bit late in the day to be complaining, though, I think, Demon, when they're already behind and on the last map. We've got 1 tank moving for the first flag, for the Axis flag. That's suicidal, but he's coming up against a Tiger over the other side of the bridge, and also the Priest, so I'd imagine he's not getting very far. Suicidal taking hits left, right and centre now. He's smoking already, Demon, but Hector coming in, taking down Raven as well in the BF109. He's done well to get this far, actually. Suicidal, but Zazan comes in, takes down Suicidal with the BF109 again. To be honest with you, Demon, I'd never really heard of Zedan before, but he is an outstanding pilot. But we've managed to keep 2 Mustangs up in the air as well, which is quite surprising for quite a length of time. You think they'd want to bail at the back flag or something like that. They just nearly flew into each other as well. Azo and Lima coming a bit too close for comfort. But they seem to be bombing away at that sawmill flags. Biodroid takes down Getan. They're under flak now. They need to move away, Demon, otherwise they're going to lose the Mustangs as well, and they're going to be even more in trouble.
Yeah, I'm just following Hector and Setan are both clocked onto them. They're going to try and pick one each. Setan almost on the rear of one at the moment, and yeah, as to say about the history of Setan, obviously I recruited him back in the RL days when I was running it, and he was an absolute superb pilot. Unfortunately, he had to go off to the army for about 15 months, and unfortunately didn't get much time to play there. Obviously come back. RL have disbanded their BF team, so you know, he's joined iOS along with Limpy, both superb players, and a definite asset to Inferno, and it can only really improve Inferno's chances. I think they've got a pretty damn strong team this year, well, judging by it. And if they say Zatara is joining as well, that's a strong infantry. I don't know how much he's played over the summer, but he is a very strong infantry. It'll only take him like a couple of days to get back into it. Looks like Sitan's going to get taken down there. He is still going in after this tank. There's one remaining tank. He is taking some serious fire, black smoke, and he's getting the hell out of there. But 116 to 190, and it's looking pretty good. And let's not forget Hector. He's absolutely doing a dominant performance at the moment. He's not died. Let's put it that way. He's not died. Zeton's only death was obviously that suicide, and they have managed to get their flag back. I mean, let's not forget that they have managed to get the northern flag back. But at the moment there is 2 Tigers bearing down them and the Priest, along with 2 planes, and the Mustang, the only Mustang they have in the air, has been shot down. So it's, well, Dusty, take it away. I don't know where to go from here.
Yeah, there's not very far to go actually, Demon. We've got Morch at that Allied back flag, just crawling now with his pistol out. I think there's Axis guys in there trying to take the flag back. Just needs to reload and get in there. He's firing at whoever's sat in there. Doesn't seem to be able to hit him. He's nearly wasted a full clip on him already. We've got planes taking off now though. We've got Azo in the air in the Mustang. He's in a dogfight, but Zeran comes in, takes down Milo, takes down Biodroid. They were taking off in the B-17. Hector taking down Lima at that first Allied flag. Hector grenading Rupert as well. I think actually Hector's in the main base, Demon. Looking at it, Hector's stolen the M10. He's stolen the M10 as Hector. He's taking down Cathar, and I imagine he's going to take away with that. He's got Azo just about to come into him though with the Mustang. Azo coming in for him now. It drops his bomb, but he's missed that one. It's really bad news if they can get away with this M10 as well, Demon.
Yeah, he's on fire, unfortunately, so he did get him in the second pass, but, well, if he'd have had a bit of air support, maybe Satan had to hung on a little longer instead of taking it to suicide into the B-17. Obviously, it's quite an important position, but Hector really causing troubles, and looks like, as far as I can tell, they're not actually making a push for that one flag that DV have. I think they're going to rather prefer to let them have it and keep the priest targeted on it, the Vesper shout, rather, should I say. As far as I can tell, it is just spaffing away on that flag, and they're not making a move. They got a tank, looks like a Tiger tank sat up on the windmill. Yeah, looks like the windmill. Looks like another one sat around the lumber mill. Obviously the priest sat inside the Vesp. I keep calling it the priest. The Vesp sat inside the barn, and Rocker just got a few infantry sneaking around the side on the trying to get to the northern flag. They're over the bridge flag. But at the moment, he's not being fooled. He's keeping an eye. 77 tickets to 184. 11 minutes to go. This is going to be a 0-win. Pretty certain of it. Inferno looking steady and solid in the defensive role. And as far as I can tell, there might be one infantry making a sneak over for that northern flag. But that's about it. Dusty, have they got planes in the air at all? Oh, they have. Azo's taking an Octodoc.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got two Mustangs up actually. We've got Cathar in the Mustang right in the far north of the base. He's just coming down to strafe the airfield now. And as you said, we've got Azo in the Mustang as well over the sawmill. And we've got one guy doing a sneaky, I'm not even going to say where it is, just in case anyone's listening. We've got one guy coming over the southern bridge as well, all as infantry, so they're not really getting anywhere. That's Biodroid. Gideon's disconnected, and that Allied flag has gone grey, so it's going to go all three flags once again to Inferno Online. Still got two planes up in the air and the M10 alive though of DV, so they could still get back into this demon, but it's going to be a long shot.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron just went in solo, and he only really had one infantry to compete with. Satan's still in the air, taking down Cathar. That's one of the pilots, I believe. Gideon rejoining, so Gideon 22, Legacy 22 lives on, as it were, seems so. But obviously, they got no tanks though. The Tigers were taken out by Azo as he takes down Hector on the ground. As far as I can tell, it was probably strafing in as Satan takes down Milo. That's going to be the M10, I believe, taken out, if I'm not mistaken. Suicidal sniper shots from LeBron. Super long-range stuff, but they still have all three flags at Inferno, and it's 178 to 50. The bleed well and truly on, and Spotty there. Pretty solid infantry support, infantry performances. He takes down three guys all around that flag, and I'm just watching Rocker, and he's got that boring position, where you sit at the back in the AA gun, the flat gun. But the moment there's still Setan in the air, and he's, as far as I can see, he's strafing. So the B-17 is up in the air. It is going over as far as I can see, he's going over, and he's bailed. He's marching. He's taking down Getson and Spotty. He's bailed in that central position, but I can tell you now, there is 6 infantry facing him. So there he goes, Morch taken straight out. It was an unfortunate timing. As we came across in the 4v4, the timing is everything, and teams like that, even in IT, Evo and IT rather, in the 4v4, they were getting it down, so 15 seconds spawn, bang, they were in there graying it. If they could have just timed that a bit better, he got in there, and it was literally as the spawn timer hit, so all them people he bombed, bailed, and then suddenly they all spawned before he even hit the ground, so obviously facing them all over again. As it takes down Setan though, that is going to be vital, and that is the northern flag gone grey, or should I say the near flag for the Allied, and Dusty, take it away, mate.
Yeah, Azo just showing his skills there. He's managed to take down both of the Axis planes after each other, I think, taking down Zedan there, as you said. We've got one tank, that's the Sherman, being spaffed though by the Wespy from the sawmill. Like you said, he managed to take that northern flag, but Azo comes in, takes down Trupo, who was in the Wespy. We've got Lima actually coming across the bridge as a sniper. He's just been shot in the head by a Limp though. So once again, pretty blunt. And Octo taking down Biodroid, who was in the APC. Another sniper there, that was Rupert, got taken down by Geten. It's not looking good, down to 24 tickets. They've definitely lost the match, as you said, Demon. We've got the N10 coming over the southern flag, but I can hear a plane coming in now. He's missed him. We've got Cathar actually just taking down Octo. Brilliant bombing by Cathar there. He took down Octo, was in the Tiger. Sorry. We've got Flack up though at the sawmill, and a Tiger as well firing down on Milo, who's in the M10, but Hector comes down with a BF109 taking down Milo. So once again, Demons trapped into that eastern flag, and then it's all over.
Yeah, and just to finish the job, Hector comes in, strafes down Morge. Morge trying to get over the same bridge with the M10 as infantry. At 15 tickets to 169, 6.5 minutes to go. This is going to be a 0, and this is going to be a dominant performance by Inferno Online. First game, and a pretty steady game. The first round was, pretty solid. It was to Brook, to be fair, and they held on to their front line. Really, let's put it that way. They didn't get that troubled, and as the last 3 rounds have played out, Inferno getting stronger and stronger and stronger as the rounds progress. The score's only increasing. So as far as I can see, I'm just following Hector at the moment, and he's just keeping them strafed down. They're not getting off the ground. 6 tickets left. It's going to be ticking down, and Zatan are going to be joining him any moment. I can see. Looks like his plane's going in the air, and Hector just picking off the kills as he goes. Morch team kills. They're team killing just to finish it off. Good stuff from DV. Good sportsmanship. 167 to 0. Inferno, Hector, Getan, Trupo getting gold, silver, bronze. And that is it for Inferno Online. Storm through, and congrats to them, as I say. And obviously hope to see the match report from Waste Stuff coming soon. Obviously he's the admin for the day, so thanks to him for giving his time. Thanks for Dusty for giving his time. And we're going to have a little thing afterwards, rate or slate, as Dusty called it earlier, which is a pretty good idea. So if you want to rate or slate Inferno Online, you'll get into D-Man's prep again, and maybe get you online and have your piece. But we're going to try and get hold of possibly Gideon as well, obviously after following that performance. So I'm going to jump into IRC and be there in a sec. We'll also be back with our own quick ratings of the team. So bear with us. I'll just play a quick sounder and probably a quick track. So back in a moment. Oh, as soon as I can get my goddamn buttons. So what should we play? It's like, oh my god, what can we play? That'll do.
TSN.
Oh my god, one time I was listening to TSN.
Oh my god.
The chicks still dig us.
Like, oh my god, www.tsncentral.fling.
So right, and where were we? What can we say? I mean, what can we say we didn't already say in the game? Really, Inferno Online, pretty strong performance, solid performance. Setan did well, Hector did well. In fact, the whole team did well. Let's put it that way. And in the defensive round, Limpy played awesome on Tobruk, and I don't know, really, there isn't really a man of the match. They all played absolutely well, and a very solid performance from Inferno. So Dignitas, beware, Inferno are looking good. So who knows? As we're saying in the past, rather, should say, it's only ever been Inferno that have been that close to Dignitas to beat them. They have beaten them before in the Swedish Masters final, and it went down to 2 tickets, I believe, in one of the cups before. So. I'm not going to give a man a match to anyone, in fact. I refuse. I could give it Setan. No, screw it. I'll give it Setan, just for a hot time's sake, since I know him and since I've been raving about him all damn cast. So, Dusty, have you got any particular favourites you'd like to point out?
Yeah, I think it's exactly the same as Etan again. I've never really come across him, like I said earlier, but really well played for him. Other than that, although we were on the losing team, Azo played excellent on Bakaj, managing to take down the planes numerous times. So either one of those two, Demon.
Yeah, I'm in complete agreement. So anyway, we're going to hopefully get Gideon in here if possible, and I don't know, could do try and do this rate and slate. Maybe it's too early a notice because nobody seems to be ready for it. Maybe first cast, nobody's ready to slate off a team or rate them and or sing their praises. Who knows? But we'll see if anyone's up for it. Trying to get people online on the cast is hard work, Dusty, isn't it? So I don't know. We were trying to get it going earlier and nobody was interested. So we'll try and get somebody online. I'm sure DVO will have something to say. We can always get him on. But looks like some of the Dignitas boys, Newman looks like he's about. So who knows? Maybe he'll say something. But anyway, I'm going to leave you a pretty fly with the white guy, and I'll try and get the hold of Gideon.
Our subject isn't cool, but he fakes it anyway. He may not have a clue and he may not have style, but everything he lacks, well, he makes up in denial. So does he fake? Play us straight. You know he really doesn't get it anyway. Gotta play that feel and keep it real. For you know way, for you know way. So if you don't break, just overcompensate. At least you know you can always go on Ricky Lake.
Well, hell, that was quick. Gideon, how you doing, buddy? Happy with that?
Hello.
Say, happy with that performance?
Yeah, kind of. At least on... Well...
That's a bit brief. You got anything else to say about it?
Yeah, there's some music in the background.
There you go.
The Offspring.
Don't tell me you were listening to the cast as well, were you?
No, just now.
I was going to say, it was Stevie O's trick. He's saying, the music's playing. So, no, it's not. You're 30 seconds behind.
Well, we pretty happy with the performance on Bocage, but Tobruk wasn't like our finest hour, but we managed to win that map also. So
yeah, I thought it was pretty solid to say. The new guys, particularly, I was keeping an eye on. Limpy played awesome, really, on Tobruk. I thought it's a superb performance, and Trupo as well. His little suicidal runs with the bazooka to charge out, and he managed to actually catch quite a few people off guard. It's quite funny to see, and I think Setan played as infantry. He quite surprised me. I wasn't expecting to do so well in the front lines as he was. Coming into the Bocage, your two pilots, Hector and Setan, the superb performance. And your defensive line on in Bocage was as the tanks. Yeah, they obviously got the guys up on the windmill, the usual layout of stuff, and nobody could get anywhere near. So a very solid performance, as I say, as we were discussing. How do you think DV are going to do in the rest of their games?
well, they surprised us on Tobruk. We got a bit surprised in the start there, especially the first round. But I think they will do well.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, how do you think you guys are going to go? Obviously, we were saying earlier, you're pretty confident, but that was a very strong performance. The team play can only get better. Thinking yourself confident to take Dignitas, take the crown off them?
Well, we've only played one game versus Dignitas this season, so and that was just a prac. So it's hard to say. We'll see. I mean, we have a history with Dignitas, so it's always special to play versus them in official games, and it's a very different thing to play, especially mentally and stuff like that. There's a lot of other factors playing in official games which don't come up in practice wars, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm full agreement. So, well, hopefully, obviously both of you hopefully qualify and meet yourself. I don't think you can meet until the finals. I'm pretty sure you're in the... That is obviously if both of you win your group. If you don't win your group, then you will meet. But I'm expecting probably both of you will win your group. In which case, I don't think you can meet until the finals. So you'd both have to get the finals to meet each other. So I can't imagine how that worked out. But Dusty, have you got any questions for Gideon?
Yeah, I just wondered, Gideon. Obviously, there's a lot of new teams out there this season. IT being one of my favourites. Can you see any other teams challenging you and Dignitas for the final?
Well, Mouse have played pretty good, and IT, they're good also. I'm not sure IT would challenge Dignitas or us for the place in the finals, but things happen. I mean, it's in Battlefield, there's so much things, different classes, so many players, etc. So it's hard to say, but yeah, there are some teams that have pretty good chances of posing a threat.
Yeah, as you mentioned them. What do you think of DKH's chances? I mean, they've picked up quite a lot of players from Ping of Death and a few of the Germans from RL. I mean, they seem to be a pretty strong team. They just recently, they lost to Dignitas in the LAN final at Zenith LAN last weekend, literally. But they did beat them on Kursk. Obviously lost on Kharkov, but as everybody knows, Dignitas' Kharkov is their home map, and you yourself have beaten them on Kharkov. So. Do you think they've got a chance in there, DKH? I mean, obviously, we originally put them in the playoffs, and we got so much whining at us, and luckily one of the teams dropped out. It was Pod, obviously, that dropped. They fell apart, and DKH obviously took their position. You think they've got a good chance in there?
Yeah, absolutely. We played them yesterday, actually, in a warm-up game for today. So, and they did good and well. So, yeah, expect them to be good. Expect them to, be good. My vocabulary is failing me.
Yeah, not to worry. Anyway, thanks a lot for coming here after the game. Obviously, near on 2-hour game, so it can be exhausting. Although people never understand. But thanks a lot. Any last words for your boys out there?
No, I would just like to thank our opponents for the game. We hope to play them again soon. It's a nice game.
Yeah, well,
digital visuality.
Digital virtuality, indeed. So, well, thanks again, Gideon, and we're going to go to another sounder, as I say. I don't think there's anyone that's got anything to say, Dusty, I'm afraid. So rate or slate's not going to work. What do you, anything you'd like to rate or slate, Dusty, yourself?
I'd just like to, I might as well throw one in, I'd just like to rate Inferno. I didn't think they'd be as strong coming off of summer. I thought they'd been quite inactive and what have you, so they surprised me a bit today in how well they performed, really.
Yeah, I was expecting them to win it pretty solid, but they did a really, really good. The teamwork was better than I thought it'd be. For the first official game of quite a while. Obviously, as I was saying in the cast, practicing is one thing, but when it comes to the official matches, it's a whole new ball game, and teams can completely change. Its comms is definitely always changes. That's the one thing I always noticed with Dignitas years back. Is that as soon as it came to a proper match, everyone was properly serious and stuff. Whereas PCW, you get the one here and there just messing about. So, but anyway, congrats again. I'll see Inferno Online. Obviously, coming up Thursday, we're going to have Dignitas versus Just Esports. So this is going to be a pretty impressive game, I think. speaking to Dignitas before, they've pretty much been practicing with Just Esports for pretty much nigh on a month before the groups were announced. So they were quite annoyed with me when the groups were announced. I said, "Hey, I set the groups. I didn't know that they'd actually practiced beforehand." But they were pretty annoyed with the groups. But they got a pretty tough group. Let's put it this way: Just Esports, Project Evolution, Northern Brigade, yourself, Dusty, is not an easy group, and many would argue the hardest group. But yeah, well, who knows? But obviously going to be back with then. I think it's going to be a 7:30 start, definitely this time. We won't have an hour long start. We'll try and get some interviews with who knows, maybe Sakai. Good God, God help us. But until then, I'm going to play a quick sounder, play a couple of tracks, and then cut it off and upload this cast as quick as possible so you can all download it. The guys that played. So thanks again, and well, till Thursday. Cheers, Dusty, and I'll see you then as well, mate.
See ya.
And I'm just going to play... What should we play? Let's play a track.
Bomb has been planted. That was an electronic signal of some kind.
Check this out. You are listening to TSN, the Team Sportscast Network. www.tsncentral.com.
Old school rock. Turn it up, you know you want it.
Till vilka då? Till FCA.
This rocks.
Dislocated by the